1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth, and today I have a special guest. It's been a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Plato.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, my brother? Welcome back. Episode 120. It's been a while.
Ooh, big one, 120.
Yes, sir. How you been, man?
Been good, man. Staying busy. You know, work's got me distracted, but you know, we're still building and we keep pushing on.
Yes, sir. So guys, this is entitled "The Best Packs to Buy and Why," and we'll even talk about some of the packs that you might want to avoid. This man right here likes to mess around. He goes by Poor Man Plato. And I'm pretty sure anybody who knows Plato or knows of Plato knows that is just not true. My man here is he's like the Reddit of packs, right? Like he is the Threads version of packs. Like if you're gonna buy some packs, this is the guy you want to go to ask, hey, look, this is what I'm focused on in game. What packs do I need to be looking for in order to improve my account? This is the guy you want to go to for that. So today, Plato is going to give us the rundown on some of the packs that he likes the most, why he likes those packs the most. We're going to talk about, you know, if you're focused on a certain category in the game, then you're going to want to, be buying those types of packs. And again, why? So thank you so much for coming on today, my man. And I want to tell you, the last episode we did is still by far one of my favorite episodes ever. I think there's a lot of hidden knowledge in there. Look at Rex. Shout out to T-Rex. My man is laid up in bed with the missus right now, but he is probably under the blankets trying not to wake her up, looking at the live chat right now. Thank you for risking it for the biscuit just to be here, Rex. I know that this is really late, and so a lot of the Godfather community is going to be like, dude, there's no way I could have possibly made it. That's fine. We're giving you guys something to wake up to on your Sunday morning. Drink your coffee, have your breakfast, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. But before we get into anything, Plato, I want you to just kind of remind people who you are, what server you're from, and all that good jazz. Go ahead and just give them the rundown.
So I'm currently in 1017. I originally started out in 9.2, and we merged into server 8, and we merged into server 6. And then when we got to merge from server 6 to server 1, they did it a little bit differently. We didn't just merge like a normal merge does. They said, hey, you know what, server 6 guys, you merge together, and server 1 guys, you merge together, and we'll do 4 and 4. And that's kind of where my zone is. We're server 1, but we're essentially 4 and 4. There's server 1 guys. I don't associate with server 1 guys. I talk to them here and there, and I have some relationships with some server 1 people. But the way the game did it is they forced us to be in server 6 or 8 or 9 that we originated in, and those groups merged together over there. That was, the request of whoever it was the request of. I know who it was the requested by, but, and I've been around for a long time. 5 years, 6 years. I lost track of count now at this point. I mean, I really have. I don't know. I lost track a long time ago. I lost track. But, it's a fun game. I still really like the game. I'm still passionate about the game. I'm still passionate about helping people. And, I may talk about buying packs today, but I'm also going to talk about what can you do if you're not buying packs. What's the best strategy if you're not buying packs? So, I'm trying to help everybody the best that I can. The game's got to live on, and it can't just die with people buying. That's not the way I want the game to be, and I want the game to live on and continue on. And, hey, for those people that are waking up, happy Sunday morning. Enjoy a cup of coffee. I'm sorry it's so late. It's only 9 o'clock at night for me where I'm at. And, I'd love to get on a morning one. Maybe we do a morning one tomorrow. I wake up fresh and crisp in the morning, and we do a midday one tomorrow. I'd love to
Plato?
catch everybody. If people want to participate in the live chat, I want them to participate in the live chat.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Don't mess with my emotions, dude. I will completely alter my schedule for another Plato live. You understand?
I will wake up in 5 hours from now, and we gotta do another one now.
Bro, hell yes. I am all, bro, that is 100%. There's very few people that I will roll out of bed for early in the morning, bro, but you are definitely one of them. We got TMG in here. We got STE in here. We got Xena in here. Oh my God, bro. Who are you, Voldemort? Like, Plato just puts the skull in the sky and they just come flying in. Like, what the hell, dude?
Come out of the woodwork. Come on out of the woodwork. Come on. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk.
Emilio, let's go. Yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys so much. But let's get down to business, my man. Okay. Overall, since you've been in the game, how much have the packs changed from the packs, let's just say they came out about 5 years ago, to the packs now?
So before the packs were pretty horrible. Let's just say horrible. They were horrible, and if I wanted cash, I would have to buy cash packs. I would have to buy a $4.99 cash pack, a $9, and this is USD. This is USD, right? So $9.99, $9.99 USD cash pack, and that would open up a $29.99 cash pack, and then it would open up a $49.99 cash pack, and then it would open up a $99.99 cash pack, which would give me 130 cash for that pack. And the same for steel, the same for wood, the same for oil, right? And then we would have to buy each one of those packs to unlock the larger pack. And once we unlocked the larger pack, it was $120. Of course, back then, at the very beginning, it was, max was Mansion 30, and it still wasn't even reachable when we were getting those packs back then. So there was a group of people that came together and said, hey, we would like to pick what we get. If we're spending $100, it's a significant amount of money. Don't get me wrong. $100, I do call myself Plato the Poor, but $100 is a significant amount of money, right? I mean, to go on to a game, and this is a never-ending game. Don't get me wrong. This is a never-ending game, and I want to make that perfectly clear to people out there that it's never going to end. Mansion size may be 37 now, but next year it's going to be 38. Maybe they have released to 40, and it's just going to be a progression that happens, and that's just the way these games go. It just happens that way. Is it possible to do it without spending? Sure. Is it possible to be competitive with a person that's spending and hitting these crazy recharge amounts? Probably not, but the game is a little bit more COD related, a little bit more focused on family things, and that helps. I think it really helps a lot because we want to work as a group, as one singular person. We don't want to be me attacking, you attacking. It's going to be us 30 attacking you. It's going to be us 20 attacking you, and the more that you can go to that type of style of fighting, the better off you're going to be in the long run, because it's a group attack. It's not just this, that, and the other. You're group attacking people. You're group cobbing people. You're using these capo skills to your advantage. You use this, I use that, this, that, and the other. There's a whole string of things that goes along with it, and the game has been tough when it comes to spending and the amount of things that you have to do, but the justification is that you're working as a group. You have 30 people, 80 people, whatever your family size is. If you're working together, it is imperative that you work together, especially later on. The longer you play this game, the more important it is that you play together. The more you play together, the better it is. And if you have one guy spending, he can benefit the whole entire zone, the whole entire server. It only takes one person, and even you don't even have to have that person. You can only it's. There's so much detail right now, bro, that I can get.
I have to ask, because that's very funny you said that. I've never heard. I've talked to a lot of players. I've never heard anybody say that. It only takes one person. Now, what do you mean by that? It takes one spender. What does that mean?
So the game eventually goes to a cob asset, and when I mean cob asset, that means cob is your direct way of attacking, or cob is your direct way of engaging in battle. There's no solo one-on-one. It diminishes over time. And so if you have one person that works on initiative, that works on cob size, that works on cob tech, that has Johnny Fontaine book, that has, all these different things that capable of cob, and everybody else is a cob filler, or, you take the lead. There's a cob leader, there's a cob filler. So the cob leader leads by calling a cob, and everybody fills in accordingly. And that's a whole nother different subject when we're talking about what are we filling the cob with. But when we fill a cob with the cob leader leading the charge, then you're better off. I'm talking about Family Champions League, King of Champions League, Zone 9. Maybe it is even the Central City.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to cut him off. Damn it. Dude, I did not mean to cut you off. You said maybe even the Central City?
So it creates, the game creates a different dimension,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, right? But when it comes to the spender, how do you get even people in the enemy family to understand, not to be fearful of the spender, but that it's a good thing for the server?
It is a good thing for the server. Now, every zone and every server is different. There is some people that are just that difficult to work with that may want to kill a zone, right? They don't know. Maybe they just joined the game. It's server 31-4 or whatever the new one is now, and they just want to hey, I'm just fighting. I don't know any better. That's a different kind of conversation. That's a different thing. And you really got to talk to that person and really say, hey, this is how the game works. And eventually it comes down to my zone versus your zone versus my zone. And it creates a different dynamic of it. Early on, you can fight one another, not advisable. It is completely not advisable because you're going to want those troops. You're going to want the experience of fighting, but you're also going to want those troops. So how can you get the experience of fighting without losing troops? It's a difficult task. It really is difficult. You're going to want the experience of fighting. It's imperative that you get that. It's very important, but you can't just like let them go. So it's a difficult challenge.
That's very true, and the difficult challenge, as Rex said, goes on and on. Because, like you said, this game is a forever thing. It really is a long haul. So, I mean, I say, just my personal advice, the group chats, getting everybody into one chat and trying to get everybody on the same page early so they don't feel like the spender is only spending to destroy the server. I think that's a very common misconception. People see a big guy spending early or spending a lot in the first 6 months, and they can't trust it, right? Like,
hey, you're not going to go over there. You're not going to go over there and poke the bear, right? If you're over there poking the bear, then maybe things are going to happen. But let's not poke the bear. Let's teach the bear. Let's have a conversation with the bear. Let's say, hey, bear, test me out on this. And once we create that conversation, and once we create that, maybe you win. There is, at one point, years ago, I was a 23. At 23, I beat a 29. You know what the 29 said to the 23? I respect you. Great job. Well done. It creates a different dynamic. And then the 29 is going to be more inclined to listen to the 23 because the 29 lost to the 23. 29 that... Remember this, Max was 30 at one point in time. So this guy is near 30 and he lost to a 23.
Right.
He's going to talk. He's going to listen. He's going to say, hey, what do you know that I don't know? What can you help me with? How can I be able to clear that and not worry about that? And those things do happen. And sometimes a 34 beats a 36. A 32 beats a 37. Things happen in this game, and that's the beauty of the game, is it is possible. Is it likely? Probably not. Is it possible? Yes, it is.
Well, this is just my opinion as well. I'm seeing a different type of spender these days. I'm seeing people just blow straight to Mansion 29s, Mansion 28s, Mansion 30s, and there's really nothing inside. Paper Mansion was a relative term, but today I don't think that's the case at all. The big spenders I'm seeing today go straight to the high level mansion. There's nothing on the inside, and they think they are the toughest shit you've ever seen in your life. But that we're getting off track here. We're getting off track. Welcome Rex, by the way. Rex is in the call. I don't know if he's muted or not.
No, I'm here. I was just listening to Mr. Plato speak, and I did not want to interrupt. So,
well, we're glad to have you here. We appreciate you risking your cojones to be here,
bro. Hope all is well with you, Rex. You know.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I waited up. I got to get back on my normal work-sleep schedule. I work overnights, so this is my night to switch back over. And I heard you were coming on, and I said, "There's no way I'm going to miss this one."
We appreciate you, bro. Do you have any questions for Plato regarding anything outside of the topic before we get into it? Because it's going to be intense.
Well, I do want to let him jump into the topic as quickly as possible here. I could probably pick his brain for hours. So maybe another night we can, I'll write down a bunch of questions for this man, and we can go from there, because we've got a lot of stuff I'd like to cover that we haven't talked about in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'll add some. Out and, yes. Yeah. See, bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started, bro, because I can pick his brain as well. All right. Cover your brain for a second. I'm gonna get to the live chat, Plato. These are for you. You can comment however you want to. TMG says the best advice is spending smarter, not harder. The key is to find what's progressing you accordingly, and spending $10 or through $100. There's few events. Even that $50 could be worth more than $100 packs. And then he also says, I enjoy trying to teach players more than seeing my account grow. But it's a big issue that I've experienced this myself. Even being a M36, didn't understand many things, experiencing the full rebuild at M32. AKA PS, Plato is a legend. What do you got to say to my man TMG, Plato?
I do agree that it's difficult when you're dumping money into the game, and the biggest advice that I can give is, if you know somebody that's saying, hey, I'm looking to spend $50, I'm looking to spend $20, I'm looking to spend $5. There's even $5 packs in the game. If people are looking to do that, ask them one thing: can you save it for a moment? Is it absolutely necessary to spend $20 on this game right now? Wait a moment and see what appears. A lot of the times that has happened in the past is you're going to spend $20 and the next pack comes out, and then you're like, well, that one's got so much cash, or this one makes much more sense. Why did I buy this one? And then you start falling down the rabbit hole. I don't want people to fall down the rabbit hole and start spending like that. I want people to spend smartly. I want people to enjoy the game, and I want people to be competitive. So how can they do all three of those things? I think if you're going to spend $20, save it for 4 weeks. And if you still have the $20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and when you get to that 5th week, buy the 100 pack. let's not spend the $20. Maybe you need the $20 on something else. There's a lot of things going on in life and a lot of things that are expensive in life. Let's not commit to the $20. Let's save it for 4 or 5 weeks and buy the 100 pack. Let's upgrade you. It's $66K for most packs. You can hit a $55K recharge on depending on what it is, and there's a lot of variables going on, but you shouldn't have to think about you're going to commit to that. And I really appreciate the comment coming from him, and there's a lot of different ways to approach it, but I think being patient is key, and everybody wants to grow quickly and do this and do that. Let's not do that $20 at a time. Let's take our time. Let's save up. And even if you're doing $100 a week, let's save up. Instead of hitting the 55K recharge, let's go for the 220. Let's think big, right? Let's just go for the 330, the 440.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's a very big feel like FOMO, the fear of missing out. Mm-hmm. That if you don't get the packs as soon as you see them, that you're gonna miss something. And I know I suffer from that pretty often. I see that, I'm like, oh, I gotta get these, I gotta get this, and it's like you're looking to do so much in the game that it seems like almost every pack is important, but you really, like you were saying before, you have to focus and really kind of bear down and decide like what is the most important if you have to budget yourself.
It's a sell, right? So you are right. Every pack is important. Unfortunately, not everybody can buy every pack, but it is marketed that way. It is perceived that way, and it is most likely that way. Every pack is important. The most important ones, when we're talking about if I missed it, it's gone. Currently, at the moment, is the dress-ups associated with capos. I've been waiting on Rocco dress-ups for December. Will be 3 years before I've seen the dress-up tickets, and that's not even guaranteed that it's going to be there. So there is certain things there. So how can you predict what is going to be there and what's not going to be there? I think that is key, and dress-up is one of them.
Yeah, I think those are really big. Like you said, some of them, they don't come around very often. I know I'm waiting on Clemenza again, and I know he just came out not that long ago. Mm-hmm. So it might be a long time before I see him.
I hope it's not 2 or 3 years before you see one again.
And the crazy thing is,
it could be.
Is I have 3 dress-ups on my current server. We're in the 30s here. And they're all for, I have 3 dress-ups already, but they're not from anybody that I actually need to use at this point, or that I want yet. So kind of a catch-22 there, Be nice to be able to trade those in, or for a dress-up box or something like that, where you could actually choose the dress-up that you get.
Oh my God, imagine that. Dude,
even if they put it in for the purple gems, the mystery gems, I would spend for that.
Hell yeah.
So part of the problem is, back a long time ago, and a lot of the people in the newer servers have metal essence problems. So you have this, you have a Labor Day, you want to put it on your bombs, it's a bomb Labor Day or a gun Labor Day or whatever it is, and people have this issue of upgrading it. I've never had the issue of metal essence, because back in the old structure of packs, there was plenty of metal essence available 5 years ago, and I've loaded up on that just naturally in the account. That's just what was available in the packs, and those certain things that are not available now was readily available back then. So when you see accounts like myself or whoever, or even Archer, let's use Archer as an example. Archer probably has 10,000 metal essence. To get 10,000 metal essence nowadays is probably crazy amount. It's probably wild amount of metals that you have to break down and collect, and it's a long, drawn-out process. But back in the day, it wasn't that much. So the game listened to what players were saying. We want to pick our own stuff, but they didn't actually listen to what players would actually need. And moving forward in newer servers, definitely you're getting the jab when it comes to certain things, because it was readily available back then.
And it's not now. And I could tell you from playing on a newer server, even things like back in the day, the green metals and the blue metals and purple, like you could get those so much more easily to break them down to get more essence. Now, even in the new servers, like to get a green metal is almost impossible.
Yeah, really hard, dude. You're basically waiting for the events, like the ones where you can send your little cars zipping across to go find shit. Like that is your main
the
source
treasure
of
hunts.
metals. Yeah. At this
There
point.
used to be events that was, especially around Christmas time, and they're probably come around Christmas time again. They're a little bit more difficult now because the requirements are so high to meet them. But around Christmas time, there's a Christmas tree event.
Yes.
And you would have this tower of it would be 3 Christmas trees, and each thing you would gather, you could collect and exchange. The first one would be green metals, the second one would be purple metals, the third one would be orange metals. And back then, there was no specialty metals. There was no Labor Day. There was none of this stuff. It was just orange exclusive metals. So there was an abundance of accounts that had these orange exclusive metals that may have been whatever they are, and I probably even still have some now to this day, that you could exchange and you would get metals, and that kind of stuff has gone away. So how can players themselves complain about the game without knowing the game previously? You know what I mean? They'll say, hey, you used to have this. Why isn't this here now? So that's why I think it's important for me to speak up, or Archer to speak up, or whoever to speak up. And I keep saying Archer because Archer's a good buddy of mine, and you know we play in the same zone. And I hate to keep using his name, but maybe I could use another. But it's just the truth of it. It used to be a little bit different, the dynamic and the things that you could buy. It used to be bad for resources, but good for other things.
Yes. I do remember some of those old school packs like you were talking about earlier.
Let me ask you guys a question. When it comes to packs, I've noticed, and I don't know when they started doing. Damn it, I think it's still called here. It's called the. It's in the events page. It's called the pack support event. Do you remember when they implemented this? Because I don't remember this always being a thing. I don't remember it always being a thing. There was a similar one to this, the one that came before the pack support. I forget what that one's called. That was always a thing, as far as I can. But this one started, I believe, when they introduced the new capos, because they started introducing new capo items more frequently from the pack support event.
It's definitely a newer event.
Right.
It is.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that so that way I wasn't having to stick money in the noob jar later. Two-part question. When it comes to these, you could say the pack events, are these better? Is this something like because a lot of people have budgets, right? Let's just focus this on budgets, because not everybody can just splurge with no end, right? So let's talk about people who have a budget. If you have a budget, let's say $100, okay? Do you put it into stuff like the pack support event? Is it as good as they make it seem? Okay, I buy a $5 pack, I get 1, 2 free ones. I buy another $5 pack, I get 1, 2 free ones.
Right.
Are these? Is this an illusion where you're spending the $5 and then you're getting a little bit more than you would have if you just went to the actual store packs? Or is this legit? Is this the devs doing you a favor? Because to some people, they're dubious. I don't know. Is this a scam? I don't want to use the SCAM
I think
word,
it just comes down to what you need when it comes out and what's available there for you versus what's available in the regular store. Well, because remember, you're gonna get your the reward for buying that pack, the gold that comes with it. So it's still gonna go towards your reward points. So it kind of depends for me if I need what's in that versus what's in the store more.
At my level and my needs, I don't think the pack event is the one that I would invest in. It's a real bad rabbit hole to go down, and there is a lot of different varieties of things that you can get from it. But I don't think if I had to invest into something, I would not probably invest in that, and I haven't invested in that probably in quite some time now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see the older, more veteran servers not needing that nearly as much. Some of the newer servers, like you said, yeah, it is more enticing because of the items that they're giving you in there. For me, like Smooth just said, the capo items for the new capos is something that I was looking for, as well as resources.
It's a real rabbit hole that I don't think I would chase down. I have gone down that rabbit hole before, and I have really like, $4, $5, $9, and it's a real rabbit hole, but it doesn't actually get me where I want to be, even though it gives me those few items that it's showing. It's just not. I would advise against that one.
Okay, well, let's just keep segueing through the event packs, because there are a lot of them. There's a lot. Okay, so we've talked about the pack support, and you're right. It's very randomized, and I do think that they threw this in for the hobby items, right? Basically, the capo hobby items, the new ones, and then I do think it's also probably aimed towards the newer servers because you get a little bit of everything. There's not just one set of things or category of stuff that you're going for here. Are there other event packs that you would want to buy into 100%? Like, you don't want to miss it, always take advantage of it. What are those?
My advice, so it's almost a preference at this point now, right? Everybody needs wood, everybody needs steel, everybody needs oil. Resources there's one right now that is up that is 60 of the resource packs, right? It's a summer special offer pack too. It's $100. It has 60 boxes to choose from. Now, keep in mind that if you're choosing 8-hour speed ups, you get 60 times whatever. You're getting a lot of these. But my thing is that I want what is it that you want? Every account is a little bit different. I want, for me personally, I would have to buy that pack if I'm going to spend 20. I'm saving on packs like this, right? I'm saving 4 or 5 weeks to buy this 100 pack right here. That's giving me 66,000 gold. The recharge is horrible right now because it's the anchors. The anchor event is over with. So why would you invest in the anchors? You're not going to see that event for another month, 2 months, whenever the cycle is. So the frustrating part of it is that the recharge that you're getting is for future stuff. So how do you weigh future stuff onto now?
Right. And similarly with the last recharge as well for the newer servers, where they're giving you the mansion upgrade stuff, you don't need that until you hit mansion 29. Now for your servers, that's obviously far more valuable than it's going to be for ours. So it's like for me, it's been like 2 recharges in a row where I've kind of been like, I'm not going to chase this one very far.
You said it exactly. Certain things are charged to last server, this server, new server. Certain things are catered to those servers. How do you recognize what is catered to those is important? You're exactly right. Some of this is catered to older servers because nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to hit this recharge like that. If you hit the recharge Tuesday, you're fine. But now it's like crazy, Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they kind of like they're sneaky about it because they throw in the resource packs with it too, so it kind of makes it enticing. Because if you need the resources, you're like, all right, I'll spend a little bit just so I can get some resources. Right.
Don't get me wrong, 60 resource boxes to choose from what you want to do is great. 60
Yes.
is great. When you talk about 60 is great, but the recharge, you're looking at future things. So a lot of it is investment into the future.
Right. And so like what I did with this current recharge is like I don't need the anchors. I know I will eventually one day, but I'm not chasing the anchors. The way I looked at it was maybe I'll go down a couple levels on it, to the what is it, the 30,000 or whatever. And so I bought packs that had resource box in them, knowing that I'm going to get those plus the resource boxes from the recharge, because resources is what I'm looking for right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, resource boxes should be always the number one goal. You should always look for these resource boxes. They have 8-hour speed ups, they have bank, they have steel, wood, cash. That 60 is a big number. Even if the recharge is you miss the recharge, oh well, the anchor event is over with. It's still really, really good. 60 is a huge number. Normally, you're going to see 30 on something like that. And my advice to anybody that's going to spend is to save up. Save. Unless you're buying, the advanced bounty mission, right? Then you're spending the 30 on that one, which makes sense because you're going to get some extra stuff here and there. Unless you're buying on the monthlies, forget that. Save, and then hit when you need to hit.
Now, where do you come in? Like, what is your feeling on those monthlies? Do you feel that those are a sound investment, or is that something that you think people should pass on?
So I haven't really bought monthlies all that much. If I'm looking at my current recharge for my gold, I'm at 444,100. So I went crazy on the anchor event. I maxed out my Afro Euro collection. That's max. So I went nuts on this earlier in the week, so I can kind of cruise through the rest of the week because I maxed out all this other stuff.
Right.
Monthlies is beneficial here and there. I don't really buy monthlies all that much.
Would you say that's something that's more for like a newer server when you're starting out to help you kind of push it, because you get the extra technology and you get the extra building queue and things like that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because if I go and look at my speed ups, do I really need an extra? For me personally, do I actually need? I got 82 8-hour speed ups for tech, 126 3-hour speed ups for tech, 798 1 hours. I don't really need the additional spot because I can just speed it up and start another one. Because these particular things were available to me long ago, I don't actually need 2 tech speed ups because I can do that.
Right.
Do I need 2 building speed ups at Mansion 36? I'm not gonna do. I'm not going to do
45 days.
At the same time. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do. Hang on. Let's see what this is. So if I do this building, that's reasonable. If I do this building, that's 91 days. If I do, say, wall with that.
He said that's 91 days. This building's 1 year. Well,
if I do,
you know how we do here.
My wall at my level is 182 days. 182 days, maybe I want to hit Fountain with that. Fountain is 242 days. My mansion is, how long is my mansion? My mansion is 181 days. So my fountain and my mansion takes 181 days. That's 362 days. That means it would take me a year to do my fountain and my mansion.
Right. So, and I just want to clarify. Plato has a great sense of humor. All right, I want everybody. He's not always serious when it comes to this type of shit. Right now, he's being very serious, and this is. I want everybody to know too. Every question that we're asking is in regards to a newer player, because first, I just want to make everything clear here. Veteran players, they know what packs to buy, and if they don't know by now, if you're in a server anywhere near in the same time frame as Plato and you don't know what packs to buy, all hope is lost. okay? Because either the people around you have not attempted to help you, or they've attempted and you're just not listening. Okay, so let's gear every question towards the newer players and the newer servers, because they need to know why and if these packs are a good investment. So as far as the monthly cards go, there is a new monthly card that
which
was
I
just
think is
introduced.
fantastic.
What's that?
I think that for the newest one for a new server, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, the stars that you get for upgrading your troops. What have you bought that monthly card, or have you looked to see what's in that monthly card, Plato?
I have seen that. I do see that. Is it beneficial for me? Absolutely not. Is it beneficial for other people? Yes, absolutely. You have to keep in mind that my cost of upgrading stars is in the millions at this point, right? No, it is. It really is. I'll tell you right now where I'm at.
Holy shit!
It's in the millions. So my next upgrade on drivers is 6,240,000.
Bro,
Just hit the times 50 a few times.
My next upgrade on knives is 1,620,000. My next upgrade on bombs is 1,560,000. My next upgrade on guns is 1,560,000. So I'm talking millions upon millions upon millions. And it's a little bit different at the level that I'm at. And keep in mind, I'm not saying that I'm a badass. I'm not Mr. Hardass. I'm not here to say I'm the ultimate account or anything like that. I'm saying that I have all these numbers, that's crazy amounts, at a mediocre level for Zone 1. Zone 1 is everybody from Zone 1 to Zone 9. I originated in server 9-2, and then I went to server 8, and then server 6, and then we're at server 1 now at this point. So we downgraded all the way to there. Is there accounts that are crazy where I'm at? Absolutely. Is something that's not working for me will work for you? Absolutely. And that's the beauty of the game. I can say, hey, this works for me, this don't work for me, use this capo, get this. It may just simply work for you. So everywhere is different. I'm on 101, which is server 1. You have 102, which is server 10. Things are different where I'm at and where they're at. Things are different when you talk about server 18, 18.2, 18.6. Yep. There's certain people that are in that zone that are freakishly good. If they join server 10 or join server 1, they're horrible.
Well, let me ask you another question. In regards to categories of spending, okay, and again, we're going to try and keep it budget-based, okay? We talked a little bit earlier about how a $5 pack, depending upon what you should be trying to focus your spending on, could be more beneficial than a $20 pack that has absolutely nothing that's really going to benefit you other than, I don't know, maybe resources or something. In regards to that, would you suggest, and again, we're talking about new players, new servers opening, right? Would you suggest that they wait until you see something, and because I understand that if we're going for $100, right, and you click on the little floating hat with the gold coins, this is your current recharge, and these are the rewards, but they change all the time. Is it more beneficial to buy a $100 pack that's got maybe a couple items that you're looking for to get the items in the recharge, right? Even if those items in the recharge don't benefit you, or should you just hold on to that $100 and wait for the stuff that's beneficial in the recharge, as opposed to maybe they have horrible packs for sale up top? Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes they'll have really good stuff in the recharge, but nothing good in the packs. That
does happen from time to time. and I'm a one hell of a user, right? So if I have something, I'm going to use it. My best advice is to keep something until you can completely use it. So when I say an example like that, let's talk about the Afro Euro collection. If you're buying a pack and you're getting 40 of the cabinets for the Afro Euro collection, which these collections in the Iron Mountain Vault is significant. If you can save up or purchase to hit the max rewards on that, then we're talking about big level things can happen, because you've bought, you've saved up, and that's the key. I don't want it to be just about spenders. It should be about non-spenders too. If you only have 10 cabinets for Afro Euro, keep it. You spend the monthly thing. What's the monthly thing? The limited time challenge. You buy the Afro Euro collections. You buy the $100 pack this month. And that's why my recharge is really high, is because I wanted to max that out. Why do I want to max that out? Because I want those specific diamonds to go over there to the store and say, hey, I want a Labor Day for my knives.
Right.
Hey, I want this for my guns. Hey, I want to build a bomb crew. I need this. Purple gems are horrible to get. You're going to want those specific diamonds that can only be done by these events. You should buy those things. You should reinvest in those and target specific things. There's a lot of things going on in this game. If you narrow down and know what to look for, like medals is going to be key. Medals can be got from events. It doesn't have to be purple gems. It can be, the normal diamonds or whatever. Start targeting that. Christmas stocking optional pack is 50 of those. If you targeting that every other month and spending $100 and investing your monthly investments into those cabinets and doing those specific cabinets and getting that, you can get there a lot quicker, and you can get the special medals that, if you're spending 650 purple gems are crazy. That's a crazy cost. That's a crazy cost. We're talking about 10 purple gems, 20 purple gems for $100 pack, and I can get it for these 50 of these other ones. If I'm maxing out that event, oh my God, I'm going to go for that.
Yeah, I have always tried to put as much in when the recharge gives you the purple mystery gems. So I've always tried to put in as much as I could there. That way, I'm maximizing those, because they are so expensive to get when you need 650.
But if you're targeting the cabinets for the cabinet event, whether it's the Afro Euro or the Pacific ones, if you're targeting that event and you're hitting those rewards, and I mean specifically those rewards, atop of what's the monthly one? Hang on 1 second, I'll tell you what the monthly one is. The limited time challenge. If I go to the limited time challenge and I'm using red gems and all these other things, I can get those coins, and my coins can buy me 40 of those cabinets, and those 40 cabinets would give me those diamonds. So it's a trickle down effect. If I'm using specific things at specific times, meaning the event store in the limited time challenge, and I go in there and I'm using my red gems, I'm crafting ornaments and all these things to get these coins, and I can go in here and I can say American Collection Cabinet, buy, slide all the way over. The max amount that I can buy costs me 20 coins, which is 40 cabinets. 40 cabinets is going to hit one or two rewards. It's a little bit of luck involved. They're going to hit one or two rewards, even if I'm saving it up. And I go to, like, this month, it just happened to be Afro Euro collections. And I go to round one, I get 4 of those diamonds and 2 things. 2 scrolls. The scrolls give me additional rewards. I open the 2 scrolls. On top of that, the next one is 4 diamonds, 2 scrolls. The next one is 4 diamonds, 2 scrolls, and a box. The box, I get to choose what I want. And Currently, at the moment, on the Afro Euro Collection Points events, mine is completely maxed.
Holy shit.
Because I invest. Oh, it's done. Mine's done.
Right.
Because I bought earlier in the week. I have 167 cabinets that I saved up. I invested in my monthly coins, and I opened it. I opened everything up, and I maxed it all out because I want those specific diamonds so I can buy a medal without investing my purple gems. My purple gems I'm gonna spend the 200 purple gems to upgrade that thing.
You're talking
So-
about the
Right.
lucky gemstones, right?
Yeah, the mystery gems or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the lucky ones.
Yes.
They look,
Yeah.
they look
Right.
like a ring. I don't know if you guys think that looks like a ring, but it looks like a ring to me. Like, it looks like the center of it. It's got a
The
hole.
problem with the game is I say these are black and white diamonds,
Yeah.
purple diamond,
Yeah.
diamonds with zone 9, diamonds. Everything's like a diamond shape. But I did invest correctly. I was able to max out this particular collection point event. I was able to obtain how much? Four. So that's 20. I saved up. I had, before I even got to this point, before I even invested, I had 132 of the minor boxes. I had 87 of the cabinets because I've been investing and I've been waiting on the Afro Euro collections because I want those things because I want the special medal to move on and progress something other than what I'm doing. And that's the key focus that you have to have. Don't open them when they come and you only have 5 Afro Euro cabinets. You only have 5? Well, let's invest a little bit of red gems. Let's craft a little bit of ornaments. Let's craft a little of this. Whatever those tasks are to get what I need from the monthlies to buy the extra cabinets. Once I buy the extra cabinets, I can open the cabinets, and then I can hit this event accordingly. If I'm going to spend $20 3 weeks ago, I'm going to save it for this specific event, and I'm going to keep buying the Afro Euro cabinets, or American cabinets, or Pacifica cabinets, or whichever one that you know. Probably next is going to be Pacifica cabinets. You know how I know that? Because I have the most Pacifica cabinets available to me because I've done used all the others on the events that come along. So
Right.
once I get to there, and so I know that, so I go to limited time challenge. I go to shop. Currently at the moment I have 52 coins because I used red gems, because I've been crafting this, because I've been active in doing this. I have 52 coins. I say, what's next? Asia Pacific Collection Cabinet. I go there, I click it. For 40 of them, it costs me 20 coins. I buy the 40, already have these saved up from, along the way, and then I can hit those things and get those coins. Once I have 50 coins, I take the coins or diamonds or whatever, rings, whatever we want to call them. I have the 50 coins. I go over there. I say, I want Labor Day. And I keep saying Labor Day because typically that's the best one. Maybe I want a Christmas stocking for my guns. Maybe I am working on knives and I want this because bombs are giving me a hell of a time. Each thing correlates with another. And it's important to notice that this event store in the limited time challenge correlates with the collection points event, whether it's the Afro Euro, the Pacific, the American, and the more of the lucky gemstones that you can get, the more likely you're going to get a specific medal, because these medals don't come around like they used to. Every event, these medals were available. A Christmas medal, a Halloween medal was available 4 years ago. Nobody even used Halloween, but it was available 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it got upgraded to a pumpkin medal. So
Yes.
knowing this event correlates with that event, and if I save up enough and invest at the right time, I can hit all this, and I can get 4 times 5, which is 20. And if I do that a couple of times throughout the year, we're talking about 2 or 3 times a year, then I can get 2 or 3 specific medals. And that's what's important for the newer servers, is to get those medals that are not going to be available. Labor Day is around the corner. The American Labor Day is in September. Are they going to give the Labor Day medal again?
Nope.
Or are they just going to give items that you can upgrade? Is there going to be something new to make you be more active? So when I say invest smartly, this is what I mean. Invest into the Afro Euro collection points, into the Pacific Euro collection of points events, and then use your monthly things, which is a great event, by the way. I don't know if anybody's been talking about the limited time challenge, but that every month, just by being active, is important, because then you can buy those cabinets when those events come up. And then those events that you're buying the cabinets are, gives you the diamonds that you can buy the medals for. It's a trickle-down effect.
And it's riding the waves of the events, like Plato just said, that are so important. I have to let you guys know that I don't know about you guys, our Wi-Fi router resets at 4 a.m. on the dot. So we've got about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. I just want to let you know, because I'm going to end it right before it cuts off, about a minute and a half before, because I don't want this live to not upload. But with that being said, I do think we need to do a second episode to this, because we barely scratched the surface on packs. But my last question to you, Plato, really quickly, the foreign trade liner event, a lot of people see it, they don't understand it, because it's just, there's not a lot there. And even when you click the I for information, they give you a really hard time trying to understand what the hell you're looking at. I've got the point where all my warehouses are open. I have 2 questions for you. The first question is, when it comes to this event, is it worth going all out if you have a bigger budget than most and trying to max out all the warehouses on the foreign trade liner event? Is it worth it? That's the first question.
I think it is, because mine is as maxed as it's going to be. So I do agree that it is, because I'm talking about 12, 16, 17, 21, 23. I'm going to get $31,000 a week. I'm going to get 31,000 gold a week
For
plus
4 weeks.
the pack that I picked.
Right.
For 4 weeks.
Plus the items.
Okay, so that
Plus
was the
I-
first one. So that's the first one. That is a definite yes, ladies and gentlemen. You definitely want to spend when you see the foreign trade liner event. I asked because it surprised the hell out of me. The last time, I guess I never realized that you're getting that for 4 weeks in a row. But the other part is, it says at the bottom, when you're looking at the top, once you get it to 5 stars, it says open 5 warehouses, basic earnings increased by 20%, and then it says unlock the Arctic foreign trade. What the hell is that?
That's a good question, because I don't know what the Arctic foreign trade is.
I've never seen it, bro. The amount of times I've got this bitch to 5 warehouses, I never saw Arctic foreign.
Is 5-star. I have 8K plus the thing, 4.8K plus the thing, 4.8K plus the thing, 8K plus the thing, 4.8K plus the thing.
Right.
So I'm getting like 20 boxes to open up, plus another 24, 25K gold. The Arctic foreign trade, don't have a clue.
Okay, I'm so glad that wasn't me, bro. I was so nervous asking that question.
It's so fucking cold. It's so cold, I don't know what it is.
Bro, I was so nervous to ask that question. I'm like, they're going to tell me I'm fucking stupid. Okay, dude, I feel so good right now. Finally, Rex, did you see that, Rex? I asked a question that wasn't a noob question. So if anybody's listening out there right now, you guys got 2 minutes to tell me what the hell the Arctic foreign trade is. And if you don't know, fucking find out and let me know, okay? We'll do this. We'll give them the answer on part 2. Rex.
It's Plato now, so I can answer that question later on down the line.
Perfect, because we're doing another episode, right? I got you locked in for another episode, Plato?
Hey, we can do it tomorrow.
Fuck yes. Okay, Rex, give them whatever question you got. You got 2 minutes to ask the question and get the answer, and I got to end it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I actually just wanted to point out real quick while you're on the foreign trade liner event there to pay attention to your tickets as you're spending, because maybe you don't get to the next level, but you do acquire more tickets and you might be able to upgrade the boxes that you have.
Oh.
Okay. So instead of like a 7.5 thousand, maybe you can upgrade it to a 15,000 and get a better reward out of it. So do pay attention to that because you can upgrade it as you spend more. And I do want to also add, like Plato was saying, pay attention to the events because they all seem to interlock and play into one another. We just had the Anchor event, and in the Anchor event, what was one of the things that you could get? You could get the boxes for the vault, and then you're listening to Plato tell you other ways that you can get even more of the cabinets to go to the vault that play along with the event for opening the cabinets and the boxes that play into the vault. So if you pay attention, you can really feed into your next events. And even for non-spenders, if you pay attention to these things, you can maximize your rewards and your benefits from doing this.
Thank you, bro. That's actually great. That's I couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, you got a question you want to ask Plato before we get out of here? I do.
Plato, and I'll ask this for you too, Smooth, if you've noticed this as well. Have you guys noticed that many times, if you do the math on buying like the $5 packs, that the rewards are better for buying the $5 packs than you are for buying the $20 pack? And sometimes the $20 packs are more beneficial than the $100 pack.
Sometimes that is correct. That is correct. I do completely agree with that. That is absolutely correct.
You know what?
That sometimes, if you look at it, yes.
Yeah, just because you said that, I think we need to do a breakdown on this. I'm going to look at the $20 pack, compare it to the 5s, and we're going to see what you get extra. We're going to put Rex's assumption and his observation to the test, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a part 2 tomorrow. Fuck what you heard. We're doing another episode. Thank you so much, Plato, for coming on. We absolutely love you. You are my fucking favorite guest. I'll have you on anytime. You want to wake me up in the middle of the night? You want to tell Lethal, hey, wake Smooth up, we're doing a live stream? That's exactly what the fuck we're going to do. Rex, thank you so much for risking your cojones and risking having Mrs. Rex so mad. We really appreciate you coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I got to cut it short. The Wi-Fi router is giving me an offer I can't refuse. We love you guys. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, see you tomorrow. Until next time, peace.
Hey, good night, everybody. Hit that thumbs up.
Absolutely, hit it.
Yes, sir. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much.
I think the main thing is that everything is connected to one another, and if you using the right event to connect this and you start connecting those dots, you're in really good shape regardless of what you're spending.
Absolutely, dude. You guys, you hit it on the head, and I don't think I realized exactly how much we couldn't cover, because it really is just such a vast topic to try and